Hey everyone, this is going to be, I don't know, a funny little video that I got the idea off of. I don't have a MySpace account, but I do have an MSN Space, which is kind of like MySpace, but it's through MSN Messenger. And on it, me and my friends did this list, like things that I would change if I had the opportunity to change them in the world, or things I would change if I was the boss of the world for one day, had the opportunity to change anything you want at all in the world. So I thought I would do my list and see if anybody else wanted to do it too. Now, keep in mind, you can change anything in the world, okay? But you have to use it for good. So, number one in my list is education should be a right, not a privilege. That there should be free university or college for everybody. The amount of money that you have should not affect your opportunity for higher education. Mandatory aid for countries less fortunate than us. And ensure that the people running the show in those countries are actually using the money to help people and not for personal gain, which, I mean, we could only wish. Again, remember, this is one of those far-fetched, if I was the boss of the world type things. I know it sounds really silly, but whatever. Fair trade between countries, not free trade, fair trade. And I mean, maybe we could get into a whole long list of why that should be happening. High government officials should undergo lie detector tests once a week to rid everybody of shady politicians, and actually invent something to ensure that the lie detector test couldn't be tampered with. Maybe some kind of truth serum or something. I know it sounds really far-fetched, but remember, I'm the boss of the world today. How about making politicians follow through with their campaign promises and enforce a 6-month grace period to implement the promises made to win the votes? So if, non-compliant politicians are relieved of their duties and new people are voted in. So let's just say, they make all these wonderful campaign promises while they're campaigning, and then they get to office, which normally happens, and they don't follow through with any of those campaign promises. If they don't do it within 6 months, they are taken out of government. Regulated gas prices worldwide, which would eliminate a whole bunch of baloney, and all engines should run on eco-friendly fuel to reduce emissions. The next one on the list I put was legalize marijuana and shrooms, as well as peyote and all other natural highs, and but not things that grow naturally and have to be chemically altered to actually get the high, like cocaine and heroin. If you can pick it, dry it, and do it, then it's okay. The next one, I'm sure I'm going to need a lot of people upset about this, but no guns, period. No guns for cops, no toy guns for kids, no armies, no guns for armies, no guns for hunting, no guns, no guns, no guns. The next one on my list is make animal testing an offense that leads to incarceration and or heavy fines. Any company caught will lose the right to do business anywhere in the world. I think that that's something that really should happen. Keep in mind that this list is in no particular order. Every person, every nation, every nationality treated as equals. There'd be no need for immigration laws. People wouldn't have to immigrate anywhere to live the American dream. People everywhere would have the same opportunities in life. Again, we can only wish, right? The next one, free birth control pills, or free birth control for anybody who wants it. This is just common sense, alright? Mandatory life sentences for pedophiles and rapists. And no protective custodies. Put them in with the general population and tattoo something on their face that identifies them as a sexual predator, so the rest of the population in a jail knows that they're goofs and to do something about it, because we all know how inmates don't really appreciate pedophiles. Of course, world peace. No armies, no war, no guns, no bombs. I'm sure you get the picture. No fast food restaurants anywhere. This would probably eliminate child obesity and adult obesity, which would in turn lead to a lot of other things like, you know, people having great self-esteem and all that kind of jazz. Make child protection laws number one. Stop judges and social workers that keep putting kids back into abusive situations only because they want to keep families together. Zero tolerance for child abusers. And I mean zero tolerance. It's so fucked up that you need a license to drive, but any asshole can become a parent and, you know, whatever. I'm just reading my list. I think that there should be school uniforms for every school and every child. And again, that would eliminate, you know, help kids focus on learning. They could have good social relationships. It would stop cliques, help build positive self-image. The next one, ban supermodels. Enough said. They're not even real people, for God's sakes. Make healthcare available to everybody. And I'm going to make a video about what I experienced when I visited the Philippines for 7 weeks. But poor people in third world countries die every day simply because they can't afford health care. Now, I live in Canada, so even the United States, you know, like, it's just crazy that health care isn't available to everybody equally. And healthcare professionals and teachers should make more money than actors and professional athletes. I mean, think about it. These are the people that are teaching our children and saving our lives. And they're way more important to humanity than football players and Lindsay Lohan, for fuck's sakes, okay? So, that's my list. Wouldn't it be wonderful? You can hear John Lennon's song, just imagine, playing in the background. But remember, I know a lot of these things probably seem really far-fetched, but this is a list of things I would change if I was the boss of the world. So, this is just a funny little quirky thing I wanted to do that me and my friends did, again, like I said, on our MSN Spaces. And I don't know if you want to make a response to this video, and I think, you know, some of the things that people put on lists like this really gives you insight on the type of people they are and the type of life that they want to live. I mean, there's probably a lot of other things that I missed, but that's just, you know, a generalized list that we made, and I don't know. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.